Look who's late again!
Oh, shucks, Dino. What are you watching?
Just another Whoa Wednesday!
Are you serious? Wait for me! Whoa!
Ah, a wardrobe change.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience.
And whoa! Hey there, grammar goodies. My name is Mr. Goodie Grammar, and welcome to another Whoa Wednesday, where tonight we're going to go ahead and review the words of the week 31 through 40. So buckle up for this incredible adventure. But wait, before we get started, I think it's time for us to do a little basket breaker.
Uh-oh.
For this week's basket breaker, the question is, what word do you hate? Which word makes you go, no? Go ahead and write your answer into the comment section. Grammar goodies, what did you get? Here's my word. What word do I despise? Disdain? It's the word restaurant. Why? Because I always mess up with the spelling. It's true. And hopefully you put something so outrageous into the comment section. But speaking of all this disdain and hatred, oh my gosh, we need to refresh and drink up some radioactive waste.
3, 2, 1.
For this lesson's essential question, it's how does one use the various word of the week words? And tonight we'll break down how you use words 31 through 40 in sentences. And there'll even be opportunities for you to practice each word. So let's get into it. Well, when it comes to the different words, there are 10 words that we're going to cover. They're the words procure, articulate, perpetual, extrapolate, epitome, evident, contingent, peculiar, tenacity, coerce, and reciprocity. By the end of this lesson, you will know all these words and you'll be able to incorporate them into your writing. So let's go ahead and get this started with the word procure. Oh, but what does it mean? Well, procure is actually a verb. It's something that you do. And it means to obtain something, especially with care or effort. In fact, some synonyms for procure are obtain, acquire, and get. So that's procure. You get it. You acquire something. Let's see how procure is used in a couple of sentences. So we have Charlie finally procured the funds to pay the Oompa Loompas. Good, they'll go on strike, so make sure to give them their money. In this sentence, Charlie finally acquired the funds to pay the Oompa Loompas. So procure very much means acquired. Let's see how it's used in another sentence. We have Denise wanted to procure a loan so that she could build a log flume ride. Again, the sentence reads, Denise wanted to procure a loan so that she could build a log flume ride. So she wanted to get a loan so that she could build it. That's the word procure. Pretty straightforward, right? I know it is. So here's what I'm going to have you do. Go ahead and create an original sentence that uses the word procure in it. Think you could do that? Use procure in an original sentence? I know you can. And get to it! Put it into the comments! depending on what part of speech you're using. So articulate is an adjective or a verb. It means having or showing the ability to speak fluently and coherently. It's one who speaks clearly. They're articulate. They know how to articulate their sentences. So some synonyms would be like eloquent. It would be fluent, communicative, and even persuasive. It's someone who speaks well. Let's see how it's used in a couple of sentences. So we have, the lawyer was very articulate, because it's used as an adjective. So the lawyer was very articulate in his closing remarks. So his client got off with community service. So the lawyer was very persuasive and effective in their speech, very clear. So the defendant got off, the client got off. Did not go to jail. Pass go, get $200. What am I talking about? I don't know, but let's go on to the next sentence. We have, the teacher was hired because she was very articulate. Students could understand her lessons. So she was very clear when she spoke. So clear that her students could understand the lesson. That's articulate. So, what are you about to do? Oh yeah, you're going to use this word in an original sentence. What are you going to articulate? Make sure to write an original sentence and post it into the comment section. Get to it! Okay, grammar goodies, here's our next word. It's the word perpetual. But what does perpetual mean? Great question. Perpetual is actually an adjective, and it means never ending or changing, occurring repeatedly, so frequent as to seem endless and uninterrupted, like misery in my life, constant. Oh. Anyway, some synonyms for perpetual are everlasting, never-ending, incessant, and constant. Keeps going, 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 going. That's perpetual. Let's see how perpetual is used in a couple of sentences. We have, his lies are perpetual, so I never know what is real. So his lies are constant. They're just going and going, so I never know what is real. In our second sentence, we have, he is a thrill seeker, so he's in perpetual danger. He's in constant danger. So that's the word perpetual. Use the synonyms as plugins to see if perpetual works in your original sentence. Because that's exactly what you're going to do. You are going to write an original sentence that uses the word perpetual in it. Then you're going to go ahead and post it into the comments. Get to it! Okay, grammar goodies. Next we have the word extrapolate. But what does this mean? Well, extrapolate is basically a verb. And it means to form an opinion or reach a conclusion through reasoning and information. You want to extrapolate the data in order to form these conclusions. So, synonyms would be concluding, deciding, deducing, and inferring. Again, to extrapolate means to come to a conclusion. Let's go ahead and look at it used in a couple of sentences. We can extrapolate from all the evidence that the cantankerous man destroyed the animatronic flamingo with his golf club. So we can conclude from all the evidence that this man did this very act. So conclude is a great synonym. Let's go ahead and look at this next example. I synthesized and extrapolated the data to form the conclusion that the man broke his neck by slipping on the wet noodles. Sounds like the end of a horror movie to me. Help me. Anyway, that's how you use the word extrapolate. It means to form a conclusion through evidence and information. Pretty cool, right? So, what are you going to extrapolate? It's up to you. Go ahead and write an original sentence that uses the word extrapolate in it. What will you do with that sentence? You're going to post it into the comments. So get to it. Whoa, grammar goodies. It's time for our next word, and it's the word epitome. But what does epitome mean? Well, epitome is actually a noun, and it means a typical or ideal example. It means a person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. For example, there are a couple of synonyms that you could use. We have embodiment, exemplar, personification, or essence. In a sense, I'm the epitome of perfection. Oh. So let's go ahead and see how epitome is used in a couple of sentences. We have, he is the epitome of insanity and nightmares. Ooh, sounds like my ex-best friend. And then we have, my yacht is the epitome of grandeur and superciliousness. In both of these examples, you can go ahead and replace epitome with its synonym embodiment, okay? It's the personification of something. It's a representation of something. It's a perfect example. That is epitome. Let's go ahead and practice this. So go ahead and use epitome in an original sentence and then post it into the comment section. All right, grammar goodies, let's go to our next word. It's the word evident. And evident is an adjective. That means plain or obvious. It means clearly seen or understood. Knocks you right in the face and says, I'm here, I'm obvious. And some synonyms for this word would be obvious, apparent, and noticeable. Let's see how evident is used in a couple of sentences. We have, after watching the secret camera footage, it became evident that Janice was the one that put the Furby into the microwave. Oh! So it became obvious that Janice did this very action. And if you've never seen a Furby put into a microwave, it's horrifying. Don't try this at home, kids. Then we have our second sentence. It was evident that Zima wanted to share his story, but he could not find the words to articulate his thoughts. Another word of the week. So with this, it was obvious, it was noticeable that Zima wanted to share his story. So evident, use those synonyms when you're trying to figure out whether or not to use the word in this context. Alrighty, guess what time it's for? It's time for you to practice this. Go ahead and use evident in an original sentence and then post it into the comment section. Get to it. Alrighty, grammar goodies. Our next word is the word contingent. But what does contingent mean? Well, contingent is an adjective, and it means occurring or existing only if certain circumstances are the case. In a sense, it means that something can happen, but it's dependent on something else. So let's look at some synonyms. Dependent, conditional, and relies on. I know it's a little confusing, so let's see how contingent is used in some sentences so we can make better sense of this word. We have your survival is contingent, so it's reliant on your ability to build a shelter, the prowess to hunt, and the intellect to acquire water. So again, use those synonyms as plugins. So we have dependent. Your survival is dependent on, so it's contingent on your ability to do X, Y, and Z. Let's look at our second example. We have a passing grade in English class is contingent on the amount of work that a student submits. So with this, a passing grade is dependent on the amount of work that a student submits. So again, think of it like dependent, reliant on, in order to exist. Pretty easy now, right? Absolutely. So go ahead and use contingent in an original sentence and post it into the comment section. Alrighty, here's our next word. It's the word that describes me, peculiar. It's an adjective that means strange or odd, and it also means unusual. Whoa. In fact, some synonyms for the word peculiar are unusual, bizarre, odd, abnormal, and strange. Everything my parents called me growing up. Therapy can't fix this. Let's see how peculiar is used in a couple of sentences. So, when I entered the comic convention, I noticed a peculiar body odor coming off some of the guests. Ugh, always wear deodorant, kids. So, an odd or unusual body odor coming off the guests. Let's look at this. Bertha is quite a peculiar person. She always switches up her accent and tone. Huh, Bertha? Where are you from? What do you do? 'Cause I can speak in an English accent as well. Oh, that's the best I have. Anyway, that's the word peculiar. It describes me. Does it describe you? Or what are you going to describe as peculiar? Go ahead and put your answer into the comment section. What's peculiar? Take a second and get to it. Okay, next we have the word tenacity. And tenacity is actually a noun. And it means the quality or fact of being very determined. It means determination, the quality or fact of continuing to exist. You push forward. So some synonyms for the word tenacity would be like perseverance, determination, and persistence. Someone who keeps going in the face of adversity. Let's see how tenacity is used in a couple of sentences. Mikasa was full of tenacity as she confronted the Titans. Oh, so Mikasa was full of, we have this perseverance, we have this determination as she confronted the Titans. Great show, by the way, Attack on Titan, check it out. If you're 18 or older, it's TVMA. Anyway, let's go on. So, we cannot deny that this clown school recruit has tenacity. So we cannot deny that this clown school recruit has determination and perseverance. Pretty easy, right? Do you have tenacity? I know you do. You're a grammar goodie. Of course you do. So go ahead and use tenacity in an original sentence. What are you waiting for? Get to it. The word coerce. But what does coerce mean? Well, it's a verb and it means to obtain or persuade something by using force or threats. In fact, some synonyms would be persuade, force, and even pressure. Let's see how coerce is used in a couple of sentences. We have, since Ronald McDonald scared the toddler, the parents coerced the clown into giving them free ice cream cones. So, the parents pressured the clown into getting the free ice cream cones. Here we have, in order to get a confession, Detective DM coerced Dino the deli master to rat out Mr. Goodie Grammar by threatening his family. So again, we're seeing that coerce is used to persuade or pressure someone into doing something or to obtain something through pressure. That's the word coerce. Don't worry, I'm not going to coerce you into writing a sentence because you're actively going to do it. Go ahead and use coerce in an original sentence and then post it into the comments section. Think you can do that? I know you can. Get to it! Our next word. It's the word reciprocity. But what does reciprocity mean? Well, reciprocity is a noun, and it means the practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit. It's a give and take. In fact, that's one of the synonyms, as well as reciprocation, mutualism, harmony, and of course, as I said, give and take. It's equal. Let's see how reciprocity is used in a few sentences. We have, my tarot cards inform me that my previous relationship ended because there was no reciprocity. There was no give and take for it to be equal. In the same way, we have, a friendship is a give and take relationship. In a sense, there always needs to be a level of reciprocity. Okay? And again, you can see via context clues that reciprocity means give and take. Always use the words around it to help determine the definition. Pretty easy, right? So, I'm teaching, that's the give, now you need to do the take, and use reciprocity in an original sentence. Go ahead and do that and then post it into the comments section. Without further ado, I think it's time that we do an aisle check. Pop, pop.
We're ready for an aisle check.
For this week's aisle check, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and create an original paragraph in which you use all the word of the week words from this lesson. Use words 31 through 40, and then post it into the comments section. This is the ultimate practice. Can you use all the words in an original paragraph? I know you can. You've practiced it along the way. Now put those skills to the test by doing the aisle check. Now get to it. Without further ado, Grammar Goodies, I think it's time we start to check out. But before we check out, let's go ahead and do a little Grammar Goodie sentence shout out of the week. The Grammar Goodie sentence shout out of the week goes to an individual or individuals that participate in the comment section on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, or any of our other social media platforms. So make sure not to miss out. So this week's Grammar Goodie sentence shout out of the week goes to ELA Folks Middle School, 7th grade. Woo! You did it! You've been participating so much and you deserve this Grammar Goodie sentence shout out of the week. Folks, middle school, your sentence was, I become a sycophant when I want my friend to buy me a soda. Me too. I go, wow, your hair looks so great. Do you have $5? Great job! You guys did it, and you deserve this. And if you would also like a Grammar Goodie sentence shout out of the week, make sure to participate in the comments section. Whoa! Well, that's all the time we have for this lesson, Grammar Goodies. My name is Mr. Goodie Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar. And come in anytime. I'll see ya. Woo! Whoa! What are you still doing here? Don't you know that the episode is over? What? Okay, I get it. I mean, I know you love grammar. So why don't you hit like on this video? In fact, share it and do a little comment. But mainly, subscribe. Why haven't you subscribed yet? In fact, if you don't subscribe, you could be pulled into an interdimensional vortex. So, make sure to subscribe. Remember, General Grammar is tons of fun. What are you waiting for? Whoa! Click on another video.